We are looking at the equations involving one unknown. Uh, for this equation, for equation ax plus b equal to 0, okay, where a and b, where a and b are real numbers, okay, are real numbers. Then the x is the unknown. So we can find that, and that will be equal to ax will be equal to what? Ax will be equal to, move this one to the other side, that minus b, and then x as the unknown will be equal to what? Minus b over a. And we can expatiate this one more by using, since we said it's a real number, probably this one will be 3x plus 5 equal to, it could be anything. This 0 could be 4, for example. Okay, and you can see these are a real number. We can get the x variable here, okay, by collecting like times. Move the times that are uniform. This is a constant, this is a constant. You can move them together and leave the unknown in one side. That will be equal to 4. And don't forget, when you move any sign over an equal sign, the sign will reverse itself, and that will be 5. And that's equal to what? 4 minus 5, that's minus 1. And then you have 3x equal to what? Minus 1. And you can divide both sides by the attachment to that variable over 3 over 3. So this one and this one we cancel. Okay. Then for the for quadratic equation, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So any quadratic equations, you can use the formula for that to get the unknown. Okay, for any quadratic equation, you can factorize. You can use the method used in quadratic equation. You can use a factorization method. Factorization method to get the one unknown, to get the unknown. You can use the quadratic formula. Okay, quadratic formula. Then you can use the completing the square method. Completing the square method. Okay, so these are the applicable methods to use for quadratic equations. Okay, quadratic equation is of this form: plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so you can use to generate the unknown in that equation. Yeah, so this is what we have here, and the only variable we have here, which is unknown, is just the x. That's the only variable we have there. So what we do first here is to expand the brackets, which will be 3 times this, 3x, plus 3 times minus 1, minus 3, equals what? 4x plus 12. Then collect like time. Like terms. So in that case now we have 2x plus 3x, and this one, let it go and meet its own family also. They are of one family. And when this is plus, when you move over an equal sign, is having plus here, that sign will reverse, and that will be minus. 12 is here. Let this 3 also go to other side. That's a plus 3. So we have, this will be 5 minus 4. That's x equal to what? 15. So we have gotten the one unknown. Okay, we've gotten the one unknown. Okay, and another thing I want to mention here is that before you can add any variable, the variable must be uniform, must be the same. Okay, yeah. Example 2, solve the equation. We have 2 of them. The first one, we have 2x squared minus 11x plus 12 equal to 0. Okay. What we do here, we can all options is left for us to decide. Okay. The unknown here is just the x variable. We can factorize the equation. This one times this one. Let me teach you how to factorize now. The x squared times the cos times, that's plus 24 x squared. Then the next thing to do is to look for 2 factors of 24, which will be 12 and 2, 4 and 3, 6 and 4. You have to be looking for the one that when you add or you subtract, you must get back your 11. Okay? Can 6 and 4 give us 11? No. What of 12 and 2? Can it give us 11? No. No. 4 and 3? 4 and 3? No. No. It was 6 and 4. Yep. 12 and 2? 12 and 2? No. 8 and 3? Yes. So 8 and 3. So how do you use 8 and 3? 8 and 3 now. How do you use 8 and 3 now to get minus 11? So minus this. Then pair this s squared. 1 here, 1 here. So and when you multiply these two, you get back your product here. Okay? Then you now go back to your equation and replace this middle here with these two factors. Minus 8x minus 3x plus 12 equal to 0. Then begin to pair this. Pair this. What goes here? 2 goes. 2 is common. And then s squared is here. S squared is here. X is here. You can take 1 out here. So it remains 1 here. Okay? And what we are doing is that whatever you take out is going to be what you have here. 2s squared over what you take outside. And then minus 8x over what you take outside. But we'll not be doing that because this one look childish. Okay, here, what is common here? 3 is common, take it out. And that will remain x here. It will remain 12 over 3, that's 4. And then minus times plus, that's minus, equal to 0. So this will give you, this one will be main 1 here. And this will be 4 minus 3, 4 minus 3 into bracket, m minus 4. And the moment you factorize, you realize that this one and this one will be the same thing. If it's not the same, then there's a mistake somewhere. Then you pick one of that with the one that attached to that, 2x minus 3 equal to 0. And this implies x minus 4 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So x is equal to 4 or 3 over 2. So we've gotten the one unknown. So that's that. And it has two variables, either 4 or 3 over 2. Okay, then the second part, we have s squared minus 3x minus 5 is equal to 0. So the question 1 is that check this. That's a minus 5s squared. What are the factors of 5 that can give us 3? Is factors of 5 just 5 and 1? And it can't give us 3. It can never give us that this middle number here, either by adding or subtracting. So I think the option I have now is to use a quadratic formula. A is what? 1, the attachment. No, the quadratic formula is of this form. Go to 0. The attachment to your s squared is your a, that's 1. The attachment to your x is minus 3. And the costimes, you can see, that's minus 5. So the variable is x, so that will be x equal to minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Then our b is what? Minus in the bracket minus 3. B is minus 3. Plus or minus b squared minus 3 squared, that's 9, minus 4 times 1 times minus 5 all over 2 times 1. So this will give me minus minus, that's 3, plus or minus. This will be minus here, that's plus. That's 4 times 1 times 5, that's 20 plus this, 29 over 2. That's your x. So your x value is 3 plus 29 over 2, or 3 minus 29 over 2. So these are the answer to that unknown. Okay. Yeah, we're looking this case now. We're having so if it's complicated, there is no problem. Just observe the equation and check. This one and this one, they're the same thing. So we can give it a letter that lets a be equal to x plus 2x. So that will be a minus 4 plus 3 over a equal to 0. Then this is a fraction here. Let's make them to be all in the same uniform, in the same form, without denominator, without fraction. So multiply 2 by what? By a. Multiply 2. Multiply 2 by a. So I have now a squared times this one minus 4a plus 3 equal to 0. So I can solve that. That will be a squared. That will be a squared minus 4a plus 3 equal to 0. Then we can factorize this. And the product, this one and this one, that's 3a squared. And 2 factors of this. So it's 3 and 1. And when you add or subtract, to give you, how can you use 3 and 1 to get minus 4? That will be minus 3 minus 1. Okay? Pair this a here, 1 here, minus a. So we're going to replace this minus 4 with these 2 factors. And when you multiply these 2 factors, you get back plus 3a squared. This one and this one. That's the first step to factorize. Then look for 2 factors of this. Okay, then when you add the 2 factors together or you subtract, you get the middle number. So therefore, replace the middle number now with the 2 factors. And then begin to pair this. Pair this. A is common here, take it out. 1 is common here, take it out. So these 2 must be the same thing. So we have a minus 3 into bracket what? A minus 1 equal to 0. So a is what? A is 3 or 1. But a isn't in the question. It's not in the question. So we just have to recall back. Recall that a is what? X plus 2x. So when a is 3, let's see what we have. So we have 3 equal to this plus this. That will be equal to x plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Do the same thing also. Factorize this. This is s squared. Is s squared. Sorry. Check the equation. Is s squared. Is s squared. So recall this is a is equal to s squared plus 2x. S squared plus 2x. S squared plus 2x. Okay? But that is what is common there. Is s squared plus 2x. S squared plus 2x. And that's what we substituted for. Okay? So then the next thing to do now, these 2 will give me minus what? Minus 3s squared. Okay? Then the factors of this, you can give me 2, will be minus 3, will be plus 3, minus 1. Okay? That will be minus this, and then this. And when you multiply these 2, you have this one back. When you add this one together, you have the middle one. So we now have s squared plus 3x minus x minus 3 equal to 0. Then begin to pair it. That will be x is common. That will be x minus 3 into brackets. 1 is common also. That is 1 x plus 3 here. X plus 3 also here. So this is what we have. We have s squared plus 3x minus x minus 3 equal to 0. Pair these 2. S is common there. Here, 1 is common. Take 1 outside. Okay, then you have this. So 1 in x is x. Minus 1 times plus times minus. Minus times minus, that's plus. How many times 1 goes in 3? That's 3. So we have this equal to what? Equal to this. Equal to 0. So x is what? Minus 3 or 1. Okay, that's for the case when a is what? When a is 3. So we can write the coordinates. When a is 3, x is minus 3, minus, I can write in this form, s comma a. So when x is 3, minus 3, a is what? 3. Or 1 comma a, if you like. Okay, you want to write in that format. 1 comma what? Comma 3. Okay, 1 comma 3. Then the next one, when x is what? When x is 1. When x is 1, then we have a s squared plus 2x. Plug in that s squared plus 2x plus equal to 1. So that will be s squared plus 2x. Move this one to this side, minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, then we can factorize this. This is minus s squared. 2 factors of this is minus 1. We can factorize this. Then we use the formula. A is 1, B is 2, C is minus 1. So when x is equal to minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Let's substitute that. B is what? Minus 2 plus or minus b squared. That's 4 minus 4 times a times 1. And c is what? Minus 1 all over 2 times 1. So that's equal to minus 2 plus or minus. Minus times minus, that's plus. That's root 8 over 2. Okay, root 8 over 2. Then we have x will now become minus 2 plus or minus root 8 is 2 root 2 all over 2. We can take the 2 out, and that will be equal to what? Minus 1 plus or minus root 2 all over 2. So this one we can. X is equal to minus 1 plus or minus root 2. So the solutions are, the first one we got minus 3, 1, minus 3 and 1, and then for this one we have minus 1 plus root 2, minus 1 minus root 2. So these are the solutions to this equation.